everybody, good morning. Welcome back to the Willow Run Life. So today we're on our way to get a gastric emptying study done, and this will just kind of help show some useful information about what's going on with my stomach issues. But I brought my laptop along with me and I'm going to do some homework while I'm there, take you along the way. So let's do it. So this is now the third time of me trying to film this clip. The brain fog, the migraine brain fog is like really real right now. But what I said in the last two clips was that I got home from my gastric emptying study. I've been home for a little bit now. I had lunch and then I had to jump on a group meeting call for a corporations class that I'm in. But all in all, it really wasn't bad, other than like the fact that I had a migraine and have had a migraine. And so I'm just kind of trying to work through that right now and get rid of that. I'm going to take a nap or like see if I can close my eyes for a little bit and get some mental clarity back, because I really am struggling right now and struggling to form words and like thoughts, and especially in a class like corporations where we had like a project that we were working on. Not ideal, but everyone, it was amazing, and I told them I wasn't feeling too great and they were really awesome. So I'm gonna try to get some mental clarity back and then I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so I've been attempting to film with like the actual good camera on my phone and not the face camera, but the problem is I can never get the angle right, and you only see like this part of my head at like an angle like this. So we're gonna film this way, and let me know down below if like the quality really annoys you. I think if I continue to do YouTube for like 6 months or something like that, I'm going to put timestamp on it and I'm going to look into investing into a better camera because it's worth it. So this is the second time I've filmed this clip. We're doing really good today with like multiple clips. So I took my nap, #NapLife, which was amazing. And then I had another meeting to jump on for a student advocacy group that I'm a part of as students with disabilities. And then I actually got a call from my doctor in the middle of the meeting, which was really funny and true life, where you're like in a meeting for law students with chronic illness and disabilities and you get a call from your doctor in the middle of it. Basically, she just was telling me the results of my gastric emptying scan. So before I get to that, I had my Holter monitor done a couple weeks ago. Those results came in. I had the Holter monitor done a while back at this point, and then the results came in a couple weeks ago, and that was all normal. Had some pre-beats here and there, but they felt like it was nothing statistically significant. And they're thinking that like the fluttering that I'm feeling is maybe due to like a drop in blood pressure or some variance of like too low heart rate. So we'll just keep an eye on it going forward. And then I also had an echocardiogram done, and that was normal as well. So the gastric emptying scan was really interesting because it came out borderline normal. So basically it like tracked slow, but it was like barely out of the range. But because of my symptoms and everything, my doctor feels pretty confident that I definitely have delayed emptying going on, but more in the sense that like my stomach's turning on and then turning off at like weird points, which would coincide with my symptomology pretty closely, because there are some days where I feel like I can eat a full meal and not have a problem, and then there are some days when I'm in a lot of pain and like can barely have 2 bites. So that's what's going on with that. You know, mine is most likely caused by hormones and autonomic dysfunction, and then, you know, we're doing some investigation further into the cause of all those things, but we're going to treat it as a typical delayed emptying case. Now the problem is like I'm on a lot of meds, and the delayed emptying meds are not great. They have a lot of side effects. So we're going to try some other things first, including a better PPI, which is like a heartburn med, and go from there. And then we also have to do gallbladder testing because there's a suspicion that my gallbladder is slow as well, especially because I had like kind of a gallbladder attack a couple weeks ago where I had pizza and it did not go well. And I was like in pain for a couple of days and just really tender around my gallbladder. So we think that it like gets triggered by fatty foods, which is rare for me, so that's why I don't have the symptoms all the time. So we'll do testing for that and see, and that would make a lot of sense too. You know, the things working together are causing a lot of issues. But yeah, I'm just really feeling very fatigued right now and tired, and I don't even have the energy to like wash my face, so we'll see how far I get. I think I'm just going to, I have some, you know, this is the frustrating part, is like you're tired, but you have meds to take and stuff to put out, and going to try to do that as like quickly as possible. But I wanted to show you guys that this like really weird thing that like happened, which is just very strange. I'll show you. Here's my blood sugar testing setup with my Pips Lancets and also my gauze pads for hypoglycemia blood sugar samples for my service animal, and my meds. But I wanted to show you guys this thing that happened that was really strange. So I use Contour Next, their meter. I buy my supplies myself because we tried to go through my insurance, and it was actually more expensive to go through my insurance than to buy them independently. So I buy Contour Next. I actually switched the blood sugar meter that I use to this because my old one I had a feeling was off and was tracking higher than I actually was, and I was getting symptoms of hypoglycemia, but the meter would never like show up as hypoglycemic, and I knew something was not right when I went to visit like my service dog program, and dogs were alerting to my low blood sugar. So I came home and I was like, I need to get a new meter because something is not right here. This one, thankfully, is much more accurate. The other one was like 20 points off, guys. Like that's a little scary. Very strange, but anyway, this works great. The only problem is the test strips are quite expensive. So like in comparison to the other ones that I was using, still pretty inexpensive in comparison to like how expensive they can get, but you know, not cheap. So I ordered some more test strips from CVS. And this is like the one thing that I don't like about these, is that they don't have a seal around the bottle, whereas the other ones do. So I figured, you know, okay, no worries. Like as long as the seal around the box is intact, we're fine. But lo and behold, because today is not my day, I got a box that was opened previously and was like attempted to tape shut and has like a rip, and I have no idea about the safety of these strips. Like I don't know if they're still valid, because once you open them and you expose them to air, they kind of have a time. Like they start at that point and then, you know, they can expire. This is one more thing that I need to deal with now and figure out, because these are not cheap, and it's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, no worries, I'll just buy a new one. Like I kind of want a refund. And this is not acceptable. Like this gets me irritated, because to think that selling a product like this taped to a consumer who's paid full price is not okay. People need their supplies on time in the shape, not taped shut with questionable integrity. Anyway, that was my rant because I'm in that mood today. But this is just kind of the frustrating thing with life with chronic illness, is that like I have a million things to do as a law student. I have employment documents that I need to put together, and I have all these things. And then on top of it, now I have doctors and stuff that I need to organize for my stomach issues and, you know, some further genetic testing. And now I have to deal with this. Like seriously, man, come on. Adulting is hard, and adulting with chronic illness is really annoying sometimes. So with that, I'm going to get my pajamas on. It's now 10 o'clock, so I ranted. And I'm going to go to bed because I am tired, and I can either work on stuff tonight or I can work on it tomorrow. And I just think my usefulness today is like gone. Like my productivity is gone. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll get it. Maybe I'll be like lipsticks and lattes and get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and just be like awesomely productive. But I don't think that's going to happen. But it's fine. We have the weekend to like catch up on stuff and do things. But these employment docs need to be in by tomorrow at midnight. So that's the thing I'm like most concerned about and like rushing to get done, because sometimes you're extremely organized and other times you forget to look at certain parts of instructions because you didn't know each job. Different instructions for a minute. Okay, I'll check in with you guys. Might check in with you guys later. So I did put my PJs on and just washed my face, and I'm now in bed because I know that if I sit on the couch, I'm going to like stay there for forever and not have the energy to move off the couch. I just wanted to tell you about the show that I've been really loving lately. I watch it on the Hallmark Movies Now app, so kind of a weird place to access it. I think it might be available through other platforms, but I'm not sure about this. But the show is called Sue Thomas FBI EYE, and I found out about it from a Mighty article. If you guys don't know the Mighty, it's like a chronic illness community. It's kind of like, I call it like the BuzzFeed of chronic illness, which is funny, but you know, people have told me that's like really accurate. So they posted an article about like good TV shows and movies with positive representation in it, and people talked about this show, and I found it and started watching it, and I absolutely love it. It's a really good show to like decompress and relax to, and it's about a woman, it's based on a true story, who is deaf and was hired by the FBI to read lips for investigations. So really cool. She has her service dog with her, and it's just so neat to see like a positive representation and somebody that is very successful and does well in their job with a disability and with a service animal. It's also just a fun show. So if you're anything like me and you like shows like Bones or CSI or NCIS, it's kind of like that. It's not nearly as intense as a lot of those shows are. It's a little more like cheesy and corny, but the actress who plays Sue is deaf in real life, and she's done a lot of work with the disability community and is really awesome. So I've been watching that and enjoying it lately. It's a good show to like fall asleep to, because even though it's FBI investigations, it's really nothing that's like intense or violent at all. It's just nice to like see that and to relax and see that at the end of the day. So I'm going to finish my vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Willow Wren Life. I do lifestyle content focused around chronic illness and how to live a life that's fulfilling and well-rounded with chronic illness. So you'll see a lot of like different content on here, beauty content and vlogs, all sorts of stuff, and some tips and tricks that I've gathered at law school because I am a law student. So if you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe for new videos every Saturday, and if you guys have any content ideas that you want to see, leave a comment below. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!